Play on OBS again. I can tell. I'm just looking at it on the replay. All right, hold on. It's one thing I can't stand about OBS. I go back to StreamYard. Yeah, all right, there we go. All right, what's up? What's going on? Marcus Bell, what's up? Paul said, all right, I showed up at the right time. He said, wow, these fights are sick. How we doing? Everything's good, man. What's going on with you, man? How was the fight? How was the fight card, man, that you went to in St. Louis, right? Yeah. St. Louis card. How was the St. Louis card, man? Yeah, I can tell this thing is kind of running slow today, man. Yeah, I'm just testing it out here because it keeps acting up here. All right. Oh, Sergio, what's up? He said, how's it going? A bunch of WMA fights we just announced. Pretty hype. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Got a lot of fights announced, man. I mean, a lot of good stuff coming up. And, yeah, so I just wanted to kind of talk about with y'all tonight for a little bit. Six, what's up? What's going on? All right, here we go. But yeah, how did y'all enjoy the weekend, man? Like the fights over the weekend. I mean, there was a lot of stuff going on, man. So I might have to get back on later or tomorrow because I'm gonna be on for about 45 minutes to an hour today because I'm in the middle of doing something too. So I just wanted to jump on while I had some time. But I wanted to speak on these fights. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff going on this weekend, man. Like boxing. Had a bunch of boxing matches and, a lot of WMMA stuff on the regional circuit. A lot of MMA cards on the underground too I was watching, man. So I was kind of busy this whole weekend, just flipping back and forth. Paul said it was great. Thanks for asking. He said I got to meet a bunch of fighters the day before the fights. Got to meet JJ. Oh, okay, cool, man. Got to meet JJ Aldridge, man. That's all right, man. Did you see well, I guess, Tisha and them, they might have been like off somewhere else, but like, did you get a chance to meet any of them, like Tisha or anybody? Who else did you meet? Benefield, McKinney, any of those guys? But yeah, man, I hope they come around my way again, man. I can't wait till they need to start, making their way around other cities instead of the Apex all the time, So I'm gonna be waiting on that. But let's see, man. I wanted to, let's talk about them fights a little bit, man. How was it seeing it in person, man? Both fights to me look pretty close, Paul. I know if a lot of y'all felt the same way, right? A lot of people felt this way. I know about the Tisha Tabitha fight, but both of these fights were kind of close. They were closely contested. And they weren't bad. They were good. I think the Veronica Hardy and JJ Aldridge fight was pretty solid. I like the action in it, and I like the pacing of it for some reason. I thought they both put on a good performance. I mean, there were some parts, of course, where I felt JJ had to step on the gas a little bit more. Paul said I saw Tisha, but she had the baby and wasn't in a great mood. Oh, okay. So just said, what did you think of Tisha's performance? I thought Tisha's performance was okay, coming off a 2-year layoff, man. Like, coming off of 2 years, I thought it was okay. I thought she won the fight. But I think moving forward, she just has to really like get respect with her punches now. Like, she throws a lot of flurries, and that's good. I know she's shorter. She has to do that. She has to go in and put 1, 2, 3s together, to get in and get out and make it count. But I think, she really has to make them shots count, man. Like, I would have liked to seen her get some takedowns. She's a good wrestler. Like, she was really strong with her takedown defense, but I would have liked to seen Tisha Torres surprise Tabitha Ricci with a couple of takedowns. I know they were being weary of her BJJ. I know they were being weary of the jiu-jitsu, but I thought, it would have been wise if Tisha maybe bagged a takedown or two and, tried to, get some ground control time in, because I thought she was strong enough. But, her performance, I thought it was enough to get her a victory. Though. Okay, cool. We met McKinney, Hadley, Lauren Murphy, Bisping, Buckley. Oh, dang, you just seen everybody. Cool. Sergio said, I thought she looked older and slower. Probably, I thought she looked, I wouldn't say she looked like her old self, of course. She is getting older, but I didn't really see her like off, you know what I mean? Like, maybe it's just her coming off of the 2-year layoff. Like, I could see some of that rust there, but I don't think she really like missed a step. I think she's missing some tools to compete with some of these girls, nowadays. I think she needs to add a little bit more to her game. But yeah, I agree. I think a prime Tisha probably would have 30-27 her back in the day. Yeah, I think so. G. Frank said, what do you think Ricci's ceiling is, rankings wise, in the current strawweight division? Right now, not to be mean, I think that she's escaping, she's just by the skin of her teeth with a lot of these victories, man. So if I'm looking at, because in my video I did say with where she stands at number 11, I don't see her cracking the top 5 right now. Like, barely see her cracking top 8. I think she could probably make it to top 10 if they match her up against the right people, right? Maybe I see her getting as high as 8, 9, or 10, but seeing Tabitha Ricci get to like 1 through 6 or 1 through 7 with who's there right now, I don't see her making it there off of like some dominant performance. I don't see her making it off some dominant performance like that. Todd, what's going on, man? He said Tisha won that fight. Much love from San Diego. All right, man. What's going on all the way out west side? Mark said, I thought Tisha looked decent. Yeah, her gas tank was pretty solid. Zama said bottom 15. As far as Tabitha Ricci, well, she's already cracked for top 15. She's not at the bottom of the top 15. I mean, she is number 11 right now. She's almost number 10, but I think that's about as high as she'll go. Maybe like I said, 8, 9, or 10 if they match up against the right people. If somebody is pulled out the rankings, she might get elevated that way. Just how she has been. Because when you look at some of the fighters Tabitha Ricci's been fighting, and she's still coming, very, very close. Yeah, there's gonna be other girls she's facing that, they're gonna shut her down. Like Amanda Ebos, I think Amanda Ebos could decisively beat her. I think Marina Rodriguez decisively beats her, because the way she struggled with them takedowns, I don't think she'll take Marina down either. Yeah, Luana Pinheiro, I think that's probably a fight I would have to throw up in the air, just because I kind of put them both in the same category. But if she was to fight anybody like Dern, Rodriguez, Verna, of course Andrade, I could see any of those girls in the top beating her. So yeah, I'd probably say her highest she'll probably reach is somewhere where she's at now, maybe 8 at the most. Gabby said Ricci versus Yasmin Lucindo. I would go with Lucindo in that fight. I would definitely go with Lucindo in that fight, and she's number 14 now, so they could make that happen. Paul said Lauren Murphy had a cast on her leg, said she broke her ankle, I think. She was my least favorite person I met. She didn't have time for me. T-Rex McKinney was super nice, and JJ too. Oh, cool. Dang, man, Lauren, you said Lauren didn't have time for me. Dang. Well, how you like that? Yeah, T-Rex seemed cool. I know BJ can't stand my man T-Rex McKinney. He seems all right. T-Rex McKinney seems okay. And JJ too. I'm glad that had a good experience with JJ Aldridge. JJ, that just makes me even more of a fan of her. But dang, man, Lauren Murphy. Dang, maybe I guess Paul makes you want to say you wish Kareem Silva and Lauren Murphy had fought, right? Dang, he said maybe her ankle was hurt. I don't know. He said she didn't have time for you. What Did she just didn't say anything, or she just like snub you? Did she say anything? I'm just curious. That's funny though. Shoot, they better be nice to them. Yeah, better be nice to some fans. You know, they better be nice to their fans, man. That's how they get their money. Shoot, because then people stop tuning in. Ain't gonna renew that contract, right? But yeah, going back to this Hardy Aldridge fight too. I like I liked the pacing of the fight for some reason. You know, I just liked how Hardy was, you know, making certain choices with her striking. You know, had a Aldridge also maybe throwing a little bit more variety, it probably would have been more of a banger. You know, you would have seen Aldridge landing some hard leg kicks in there and kind of going back and forth. But yeah, what it came down to, you know, Paul, I know you were picking JJ. I know some of y'all mostly were picking Hardy. As a fan pick, I definitely was rooting for JJ, but when it came down to it, I just said, you know, Hardy, man, she just, I don't know. I had to give her the edge when it came down to, you know, her speed and her power, athleticism. So Paul said Lauren Murphy's not a joke. But yeah, I think, you know, if Aldridge maybe would have thrown a few more kicks, you know, and just stayed a little bit lighter on her feet, which that's not something she does all the time, I think she probably would have had a little bit more success. Yeah, first time I was watching the fight, I said, you know, that first round was close. I kind of gave the edge to Aldridge, but when I look back at it, I couldn't give it to Aldridge because Hardy was just throwing a variety of strikes, you know, throwing hands and throwing kicks. So I think she just kind of fell behind on it. I looked at that clinch control and I was kind of like, okay, maybe she's doing a little something here. But even off the cage, Hardy was doing more damage. You know, she was doing a little bit more damage. So yeah, I think when it came down to it, Hardy just had more speed. More the speed advantage, power, just using but that third round, man, that's what I said, like, it would have been interesting to see it go 5, because in that third round, I won't say Hardy fell apart, but it was like Aldridge started to find that timing, man, especially when she dropped her. You know, she dropped her with that left hand and was able to get the fight, get some ground control timing, you know, get that fight where she wanted it to be. There was a nice spinning back kick too. You know, she landed to that liver, man. Like, man, had that thing been right on point, probably could have stopped Aldridge, Hardy with a body shot. But when she cracked her with that left hand and dropped her, I said, okay, there you go. Like, you start finding that timing. And, you know, that's the one thing I say, like, JJ Aldridge, you know, upstairs, you know, her hands, they solid, you know. She can land some good shots. She just got to put them together, man. She just got to put some kicks in there too, you know, to get the you know, to get a decisive victory. Paul said she took a picture but seemed annoyed. How about that Veronica Hardy speech, though? That was pretty powerful. Yeah, I got to go back and look at it. I know she was kind of crying. I kind of had it turned down a little bit low. I know it must have been something moving, but I have to check that out again. Lolita, what's up? She said Ricci versus Lucindo. Yeah, I'll go with Lucindo in that fight. Sergio said Hardy had good counters. Her boxing is pretty much improved. I say she needs to believe more in herself. She's faster than most girls in the division. Yeah, she's fast. I think she is fast. I think the higher she moves up, though, she'll really have to be lighter on her feet, and, you know, her takedown defense is going to have to be a lot better. You know, I thought it was pretty good in this fight against Aldridge, but yeah, it's going to have to be strong against girls like Karine Silva. That's why I wanted to see her in there with somebody like Jasmine, that big girl. You know, Jasmine, see her in there with somebody that size. Like, how can she handle that? Like, would she be able to pick her apart like Natalia Silva did? Would she have that power to drop Jasmine? Like, I think Natalia Silva did drop her, right, in that fight. That'd be interesting, man. Zama said it was more like catching her off balance than a real knockdown. Concussion. You think she got a concussion off that knockdown? Is that what you're saying? Well, knocking somebody off balance is a real knockdown. Shoot, in boxing, you knock somebody down, still a knockdown. I know what you mean, though. Like, she probably wasn't hurt, but it looked like a legit knockdown to me. Yeah. You said she fights like Dan Hardy. Yeah, I think Dan Hardy kind of, translates well with her. I think they mesh well. Husband and wife team. I think he's able to give her that confidence that she doesn't have, and he's able to translate what he knows through her, and she takes it in well. I think she takes it in well, man. Like she's just not somebody that's letting it go one ear out the other. I think she's really taking it in. So I think they make a good team. Some people complain about husband wife trainer fighter dynamics. I mean, hey, if it's working, it's working. And like she said, I mean, he thinks that she could be higher than this, like a champ. I mean, shoot, that's good. I mean, he sees it in her, and he's a fighter, and he not just saying that because that's his wife. I know he probably telling her the truth. He probably feels like this is how I feel you can do. And I mean, she's been translating it. I mean, now time to test her against somebody in the low part of the bottom part of the 15, man. Todd says, yeah, she fights like her husband Hardy versus Jazzy or O'Neal would be a fun fight. Yeah, mixing up any of them fights is good. Like, I like to see Jazzy versus O'Neal, Hardy versus O'Neal, Hardy versus Jazzy. Just mix that up any way you want, man. That's good. Six said, look at Pat and Rose. Yeah, Hardy did have good counters though. Hardy did have some good counters in there. I like that intensity of her body kicks too. She was throwing some hard body kicks when she would let him go. But yeah, with 3 victories now, I think she's ready for somebody at the bottom there, like Jasmine. Well, yeah, she could wait. Like the Jasmine fight could happen. Like Jasmine got to fight Viviane Araújo in July, but Veronica Hardy and Jasmine, they could fight in September, October. That's the same turnaround time. So, that fight could still happen. I don't know when Casey O'Neal's coming back, but hey, Casey O'Neal, Veronica Hardy, that could happen in the next 4 months or so. So any of those fights are good right there. Any of those fights are good. I got talk about that fight one day, man. Jasmine and Araújo, man. This is Araújo's last chance, right? At this point, it's her last chance, man. All right, got like 24 of y'all in here. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Just talking some WMMA. Okay, so real quick, what do y'all think, man? Who do y'all want to see Casey O'Neal in there? I mean, who do y'all want to see Veronica Hardy in there with? Casey O'Neal? What about Tisha Torres? I said Tabitha Ricci might need to take on Mackenzie Dern. Let's see where she is with that movement. Let's see if she's with that jiu-jitsu, man. Like, what do y'all think? What do y'all think Tisha Torres need? Who do you think she need to fight next? All right, hang on, y'all. Got to check this food real quick. I'll be right back. Hold on one second. What's going on, Robot Chicken? Six said, how about that Loma fight? Oh, yeah. And who picked George Kambosos? Anybody pick George Kambosos? If y'all did, man, I feel bad for you. I know some people felt that George was going, and I said, nope, tailor-made for Loma, man. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I'm back. Got this food cooking, so just had to go check it. Robot Chick said I'm taking Fury. Yeah, I'm gonna take Fury in that fight. Molly McCann's gonna fight Bruno Brazil coming up in July. Got a lot of good fights coming up in July. Gabby said Tisha, she could fight Loma Labutni or Molly. Yeah, Loma, that would be an interesting fight, man. That would be an interesting fight. I would like to see that. That'd be interesting. Angela Hill versus Lucindo. Angela Hill is actually gonna be fighting. Who's Angela Hill fighting? Luana Pinheiro. You know, this is Angela Hill's chance to get a higher ranking, man. Angela Hill better go in there and level up, man. She better go in there and level up, because let's see, Angela Hill is ranked number 12. She could get a number 9 spot if she beat Luana Pinheiro. I think that's the highest she'll be in a while. Yeah, she need to go ahead and go for that, man. All right. But yeah, Tisha versus Loma, that'd be a good fight. You know, somebody about her size, and I'd like to see how she could handle that. I would like to see Tisha and Loopy at some point, but maybe because Tisha's not ranked anymore. So yeah, maybe another unranked fight would be okay for her. Lolita said I would not say anything if Tisha won the decision. Yeah, I thought Tisha won. You know, I did. Carolina versus Tisha, that's a good fight. Carolina versus Tisha, that's not bad. I'll take that. That's definitely not a bad fight. Ooh, Lolita said Lucindo versus Tisha. I have to go with Lucindo at this point. Man, I think Lucindo got that reach and power to do some damage, man. I don't think she would stop Tisha, because Tisha's one of the toughest. But Gabby versus Yasmin. Oh, man, Yasmin versus Tisha, that's a good match right there. Oh, that's hand speed versus hand speed, but I think Yasmin hits a little bit harder, man. Those are two fights I'd probably have to favor Yasmin and Lucindo in those fights, just because of how they hit and their tools and skill sets in their builds, how they're built. Yagloma, what's up? He said, man, I need Shevchenko to go ahead and beat Grasso, then fight Manon. Man, hey, Valentina got to step it up, man. Valentina got to. You know, she gotta get right, man. Yeah, Valentina got to get it right this time, man. She, she kind of let Alexa Grasso get into her head a little bit, man. Lolita said Kareem versus Aaron. That's a good one. That is a good fight. Style wise, that's gonna be a. I could still see. Let me just put it this way: I could still see Aaron winning that fight. You know, the last time out, Karine. I'm just being real. Karine, she did well against Ariane Lipsky, but I think, Aaron Blanchfield, her jiu-jitsu, grappling, still on point, is still solid. She might not have the striking IQ to take on somebody like Manon, that type of style, but Kareem versus Aaron, that's a good fight. That's competitive. If Aaron won it, I would not be surprised. Aaron could still win that fight. Definitely not counting Kareem out, but I'm just saying, like, Kareem has a high chance too, but I don't think she would submit Aaron in that fight. Kareem got the power to hurt Aaron? Possibly, yeah. Aaron got the jab to kind of take Kareem Silva off balance? Sure, yeah. Yeah. All right. So, what do we got coming up, man? We got a lot of good stuff coming up this summer, man. Like, what y'all want to talk about first? Like, what fight y'all want me to talk about first? The fights on this screen, what do y'all want to talk about? We already know Weili versus Suarez is not happening yet. It's not official, but there's other fights going down. We got Macy and Rose, Verna and Lemos. We got Tracy Cortez and Miranda. What fight y'all want to talk about first? What y'all want to hear me speak on first? Lolita said Hill wants brothers like Buckley at this point. Gabby said now that Barber Rose is announced, Aaron versus Natalia or Chikagan could happen, but Aaron and Chikagan are friends. We might see Aaron versus Silva next. Well, Chikagan said she would be cool with fighting Aaron. Aaron, Chikagan said she'd be cool with fighting Aaron. You know, she said it'd be nothing but business. You know, that last press conference she did, like when they asked her, they said if she runs into fighting Aaron, she said she'd be cool with it, and I'm sure Aaron would too. Paul said the big news. Which one's the big one? Aaron and Macy and Rose. Is that what you want to talk about, Paul? The big news? Is that the big news? Yeah, Tisha won. Yeah, Todd, I think Tisha won. Robot said talk about Cortez and Maverick. Let's go. Okay. All right. Paul said Macy's upcoming victory. All right. Yeah, let's hold on to Macy Rose. We can let's talk Cortez and let's talk Cortez and Maverick just a little bit here. We'll say the big one for last. We're gonna say the big one for last here. Yeah, Cortez and Maverick. I did record a video. I just didn't upload it. But let me pull up some information here. Yeah, Cortez and Maverick is actually the week after. It's the week after Rose and Macy, right? So we loaded down with some more flyweight action, man. I mean, second round of flyweight action is coming through. The first round was good. Now we got the second round, and I'm just glad to see Tracy Cortez be a part of this one, man, because the first round she wasn't here. Finally, she's showing up. Tracy Cortez, got a victory against Jasmine. Well, let me say, Tracy Cortez was she kind of part of the first? No, she wasn't. She wasn't part of the first quarter this year, right? When was her last victory? Was that 2023? I gotta pull this up. Hold on. Yep, September 2023. Yeah, that was a while ago, man. That was already last summer. That's about 7 months ago. So yeah, she wasn't part of the level of letting them hands go. Her striking's been looking sharp. Looking at some of Tracy Cortez's victories, they always been kind of close. Some fights were close. Some just never. That's one thing. Like Tracy Cortez, like she's undefeated in the UFC. She only got one loss, but there's not really anything that stands out about her. And that's not saying she a bad fighter or anything. I'm just saying like Tracy Cortez, like there's nothing I can really pinpoint on her. Like I think she does what she does well, and she is scrappy. She can be scrappy in there. I think just as of lately, she's kind of been coming into her shell and just kind of realized that her hands are, that if she can really focus on her hands, them hands is on point. Because them hands she was letting go on Jasmine, I mean, that's the best I've ever seen her look. I mean, as far as like boxing, Melissa Gatto, she did what she had to do with her wrestling in that fight. Justine Keesh, I can't really remember much about that fight. I know it was close. Stephanie Edgar, even that fight, like it wasn't like she went in there. Even Vanessa Mello, she fought Vanessa Mello, like she ain't really like stopping girls. She ain't really stopping a lot of these girls, man. Like, let me see. She did beat Maria Agapova in the Contender Series. So yeah, she got a legit resume. She got a legit resume. Just like I said, Aaron has a few more key wins on hers, like Andrade and Santos, and she has stopped a few people. But yeah, Tracy Cortez hasn't really stopped anybody, but she's getting the victories. She's getting the victories. What's up, BJ? Yeah, BJ, Tracy Cortez, she doesn't really have big moments, but she's winning, and that's okay. That's all right. Zay returns. What's up? He said, who we talking about? We talking about the Cortez Maverick fight. We talking about the Cortez Maverick fight. Robot Chicken said Cortez been coming outside more. I love it. Yeah, barely. She barely coming out. She's coming out though. I mean, yeah, this first. I mean, this is a pretty quick. I guess you want to call it quick turnaround, right? Because she fought once in 2023, twice in 2022, and yeah, this is her first fight in 2024. Halfway through the year. River Rat, what's up? He said, I'm betting 400 on Chandler when he fights Connor. Wish me luck. Okay, man. I will. You know, that's a hefty little bet there. Hope you get that, man. Cause you know I ain't really a McGregor fan like that. So yeah, I hope you get your dough on that, bro. I hope Chandler go in there and thrash him. Lolita said, "Could you fight a training partner?" Yeah, I mean, I guess it would depend like how close you are. Like if it was somebody I really thought of. Well, if both of you have your eyes on the prize, and you know if you want to say if anybody's to win, I'd want it to be between us, or something like that. Like if it was for the belt, if I was training if I was working sparring with somebody, and I was like, okay, we've been sparring partners or training partners for a long time. I mean, I guess it just couldn't be no hard feelings after. And in the UFC, you have to. If you in the same division, you have to. Lolita said, do a poll, the Maverick and Cortez fight. Gary Baldwin, what's up? He said, hey, everybody. BJ, what the heck does that mean? BJ said Cortez is like the grappling version of Chikagan. Oh. Yeah. I can see that. Like, she'll make fighters look bad. That makes sense. Yeah. Cortez, Paul, what he means is she's real. She's just really dedicated to that technical side of grappling, and she just looks for points to win. Like she's not doing anything too crazy. She don't really have the power, and she'll make you look bad. Cause I picked against her with Melissa Gatto, and I paid for that. I won't say she made Melissa Gatto look horrible, but she didn't make Melissa Gatto look like that threat at that moment. So yeah, when you go in there with Cortez, that's what you're gonna face. All right. So looking at Miranda Maverick though, I like what Miranda's been doing as of lately, you know, as far as improving her stand-up game, you know, moving her head a little bit more, distance management. I'm glad that, you know, she was able to get a victory against Andrea Lee. I expected her to win that one because I felt like her mental game and her focus is much stronger than Tracy Cortez. Much more stronger than Andrea Lee. So, you know, that was a victory I saw her getting in the bag. I think in this type of fight here, though, with Tracy Cortez, it would be wise. I think it would be wise to see how well Miranda could do on the feet first, you know, because some of these bigger physical goals. So I think Miranda in the first couple rounds would be wise for her to see how well her stand-up is, how it fares, try to build up a good point lead on her. And yeah, I think that would be wise first before she would try to go into the ground with her, you know, be a much smarter game plan for her. But I think it's a good fight. I think it's a good one here. Again, just looking at Tracy Cortez's resume, like she doesn't really hit these high notes, but with what she's doing, it's working for her. It works well. Todd said, "Combo, you don't have to respond to something like that." Respond to which one? Hold up. I must have missed something. Yeah. G Frame said Maverick's best win is Macy. Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, Miranda Maverick's best win is Macy Barber. Yeah, Jillian Robertson. Jillian Robertson's good. Andrea Lee's a good one. She's got a good resume though. I mean, whoever she's fought, won or lost to, she's got a good resume. I mean, Andrea Lee, Cachoeira, Jasmine, Aaron Blanchfield, Macy Barber, Jillian Robertson. Those are all good names on the resume. Yeah, I would say that too. Macy Barber is her best victory because she deserved that. Yeah, Andrea Lee, that's a good win. Lolita said, would I fight Clarissa Shields for $50,000? No. If I ain't fighting no dang on woman. I ain't no weirdo. Robot Chicken said, love Maverick, but I'm rolling with Cortez. I think she can drop her. You think Cortez can drop her? I don't know. if Macy Barber couldn't drop her, I don't think so. Maverick got a pretty good chin. You know, I think she has a solid chin. Oh boy, he said that's Andrea Lee's best win too over Macy. Wow, dang. Andrea Lee's best win over Macy too. But yeah, I like this fight. I think it's a good one for Miranda. You know, she's been active and she's always calling for fights. Let me see. She fought twice in 2023. This will be her second fight in 2022. About 5-month turnaround. And if she could get that victory, you know, she's a little bit higher up, man. She's a little bit higher up in the top 15. And I'm curious as to see how well Tracy Cortez will do this time around. You know, she did impress me with her hands last time, so yeah, definitely gonna be a good fight. That's gonna be a good one. A week after Macy and Rose, so after some of y'all get y'all's feelings hurt, whichever way it could go, Barber fans or Rose fans, we get this fight. Oh yeah, also we have Lucy Pudilova and Luana Carolina. I know y'all want to see that fight, right? Zay returns, said, Tracy and Maverick, who you got? And what do you think Tracy's game plan going to be, wrestle or striking like her last fight? This is a tough one. I'm going to have to look at it first, but I think Tracy's game plan might be to box a little bit in this fight. I think she might use a box a little bit, but seeing as, you know, some of these bigger girls been able to handle Miranda on the ground, I think when she wrestles, I think she might go for the ground in this fight. You know, I think she might try to take a page out of Jasmine's fight. And that's why I say Miranda might be better off trying to strike from the outside against her and stay, you know, kind of stay clear of the grappling for a little bit. BJ said Cortez going to get hurt in there at 125. You think so? You think who do you think hurts Tracy Cortez at this point? Like, that's the one thing I can say. Tracy Cortez don't get hurt like that though, man. Tracy Cortez is okay, man. Like Tracy Cortez, like nothing really stands out about how she's getting her victories, but she's winning. But there's certain fighters you just don't see really get hurt because they have that strength about them. Like, no offense, BJ, but I'm gonna use this person as an example, okay? Casey O'Neill, like Casey O'Neill is tough, but I can see, you know, her getting hurt. Like before she even fought Ariane Lipski, I could see her getting hurt in the fight. You know, like I can see some fighters just kind of showing signs of getting hurt and possibly getting finished and getting stopped. Ariane Lipski herself, you know, I've seen her, like she was kind of one of those fighters too. Right? One of those fighters that, you know, go in there, get hurt a little bit. You know, just not. They show those signs. Now I won't say show signs of like mental, where they're fragile mentally or anything like that, but maybe just physically, where maybe the chin don't hold up, or they just don't have that strength to withstand some big shots, something like that. You know. BJ said Macy Barber, Natalia Silva, Manon, they all hurt Tracy. I don't know. Like Macy Barber and Tracy Cortez, that'd be a good fight. That's a good one, man. Oh, the Sphere. Yeah, I used to kind of get myself. Yeah, no, Sphere's in Las Vegas. It's just, you know, it's Mexican Independence Day. Thought I almost said that in one video, but I corrected myself. I believe, yeah, it was you know, the Sphere is in Las Vegas. They just do that date for Mexican Independence Day. Zay Return said, do you think Melissa Gatto will win in this week? Yeah, I think she can win this fight. Tamiris Vidal, she moving up to 135. I think she can win this one. I mean, Tamiris Vidal is a action type of fighter. You know, she'll come in there and try to look for a finish. You know, I think Melissa Gatto's got the reach and the strength to be good on the feet as well as the ground, man. I think if she goes to that soft midsection on Tamires Vidal, I could see Gatto hurting her. Is Gatto move up to bantamweight? Probably just this fight. I hope just for this fight. Ravioli, what's up? He said Gatto is big and lean. 135 makes sense. Yeah, I really wanted to see her make a run at 125, but 135 could use some good fighters, right? Gary Balder said Tracy got dropped in that Quiche fight. Did she? I know that was a close one. I forgot about that. I'm going to have to go back and watch that. BJ said Gatto's going up. Pudilova's coming down. Yeah, Pudilova's fighting Luana Carolina, man. Who you got in that, BJ? G. Frank said, who do you consider to be the WMMA glass cannons, the best offensive fighters who fall apart when you crack them good? Best offensive fighters that fall apart when you hurt them. Let me think. I won't say Jessica Andrade she just won't level up. Like, once you figure out and you start to work her and hurt her, you can get her out of there. Am I wrong on Jessica Andrade? Yeah, okay, Gary Baldwin. Yeah, I guess Gary. See, we think alike. Gary Baldwin picked the same name. That's the name that was about to come to my mind. Ravioli said Amanda Nunes. You think Amanda Nunes? Amanda Nunes, yeah, you can't hurt her. Yeah, I would say Jessica Andrade. Like, you can when you look at her resume and her losses, she's been stopped. Like, you have to stop her. Cachoeira is another one. Dangerous hands, but you can stop that girl. Who else? Just like a dangerous fighter that keeps on coming. You just stop him. Yeah, Andrade would probably be the one at number one. That's kind of been her gift and curse in the game. Rose, yeah. Rose. I wouldn't say Chikagan. I would say I'm thinking more like dangerous, like that monster, or got a machine, got that power. Denise Gomes, I think it's a little early for Denise Gomes. I haven't seen enough of her yet to get crumbled. Yeah, Ebos is one. Ebos, boy, she keep coming, boy, until you put her out, put her on her behind. Worse chins and no heart. See, that's the one thing I hate to say. Like, Andrade don't have a bad chin, and she has heart. Like that. That's why I can't put Andrade fully into that category, because she's got heart. She just ain't got no IQ sometimes. So I think I'll take Andrade back. Like, Andrade don't have no glass chin. She just got weak defense and low IQ. Cause she got a good chin and a lot of heart. I think the things that kind of got us mixed up on that is the fact that she's got low IQ and bad defense. Yeah. Lemos kind of fall apart. Tyler Santos. Hate to say it. Speaking of Lemos, though, what do y'all think, man? Lemos, Verna Jandiroba, man. Also on the July 20th card. Let me see. You already got 3 WMMA fights on this card, right? Luana Carolina, Lucy Pudilova, Tracy Cortez, and Miranda Maverick, Amanda Lemos, and Verna Jandiroba. So I think we all know, man, with this fight here, they locking this strawweight fight in. That's the number 3 and 5. We're going to have the next one come up. We got the next title fight up pretty soon. BJ said definitely got Verna. Y'all think this is a definite win for Verna? I mean, Verna definitely has, to me, Verna has stepped it up. Like, I want to slap myself and say I'm sorry to Verna for picking against her. the thing that had me picking against her was the inactivity. She had been out for like almost 2 years, and that was the reason I didn't pick Chikagan against Barber. I said, man, I gotta pick Barber against Chikagan, man. But Verna, she did the opposite, man. She said, man, Loopy ain't beating me. Loopy ain't beating me. I never really pick against Verna. I didn't even pick against her in that Amanda Ebas fight or the McKenzie fight. I thought she beat Mackenzie Dern, though. I thought Verna did enough to beat Mackenzie Dern. But what I see in Verna is more than just a specialist on the ground. I'm going to say this too, BJ, man. Like, what Verna's doing on the feet, that's what I want to see Jillian Robertson do. All right? That's the best explanation for you, BJ. When I talk about Jillian Robertson's hand game and her stand-up game, I ain't trying to say she got to be perfect. But what Verna's doing, I mean, Verna can submit you. Verna's got jiu-jitsu, but look at how she moves on her feet and how she hits, too, man. Remember how she rocked Amanda Ebas with that right hand? And she outboxed the boxer in Loopy. She outboxed the boxer in Loopy. So to me, I think, Verna has shown some growth, man. Even during this layoff, like she came back, beat Loopy, gave Loopy a scare on the ground too, didn't she? The way she was tying her up, almost submitted her. Good IQ, made the right choices in that fight. So yeah, this is her fight to win, man. This is her fight to win. Zay said Cortez should have fought twice this year. She can still get one more in. Robot Chicken said, I trust Verna's IQ more. Yeah, I have to say I trust her IQ. I do trust it. I trust it because I saw her winning a lot of her fights, even some of the ones like the most decisive L she's taken to me is the Carla and the Ebas fight. But even then, she still looked, decent. She didn't look horrible. Beat Angela Hill, beat Marina Rodriguez, beat Loopy, Robertson is fighting Michelle Waterson. Robertson's improved, though. She bloody Ricci up, landed a lot of shots. If you want to see the best Jillian Robertson's hands, it's the Courtney Casey fight. Robertson was working. Yeah, that was probably her best, I think. Yeah, that was probably her best with the hands. But I just like the way Verna bounces around on her feet. So, the way she moves, she'll probably give Amanda Lemos a little bit of trouble on the feet. Just a little bit. I'm hoping Amanda Lemos is figuring things out, man. Like, I'm hoping Amanda Lemos is starting to see that she needs to be a little bit lighter on her feet and stop swinging for the fences. Throwing some big shots. G-Franks, I close my eyes and see Lemos dropping Verna and then kicking her legs for as long as the ref will let her instead of forcing to stand up. That too, I can see that. Like this round, let's play out this round, right? It's round 1. Lemos steps in. Lemos lands a big straight right hand and drops Verna. And what does Lemos do? She dives right into the guard. I can see that happening. She's going to dive right into the guard, y'all. And then it's going to be like Demopoulos Suarez all over again. Getting submitted. Fans trying to pull Felicia Spencer out of retirement to fight Kayla. For real? Nah, she got to stay retired, man. She suffered. I think something was wrong with her, man. Like, then she suffered bad concussion. She taking some hellacious beatings in that Nunes and Cyborg fight. I don't think she can come back. Oh, Kayla's number 4 now. Yeah, Kayla just moving up, man. Off of one victory. Be Holly Holm, get a title shot. Yeah, I can definitely see why some of y'all would pick Verna moving up here. But hey, man, Lemos, she's got some power to her, man. Lemos become more of a not counter puncher, but sometimes a combination puncher. Throw some good combinations in there. Just beat your opponent up. Don't look for the big shots all the time. I will say I think Verna's pacing could be a problem. Verna, I know this is a 3-round fight. Amanda Lemos already been 5 before, but I think Verna, high pace, used to grappling at a high pace in some of her fights. She could wear Lemos down though. I'm hoping Lemos has a game plan. I know Lemos been hitting the mats, but Verna's been doing this a lot in her fights. So that's I like it. It's another good fight. I think July 20th, that UFC Fight Night card is turning out to be okay. Okay, so all right, Paul. Sorry about that. Now let's talk about the big one here. Let's talk about the big fight. Okay, let's talk about Namajunas and Barber a little bit. July 13th. Okay, so Macy Barber taking on. Something told me that they were about to lock this fight in, man. Like, I knew it wasn't going to be airing because I know they wouldn't. They weren't going to spoil us like that, okay? The UFC and look, the UFC and Macy Barber, they're not going to give us that. As much as we wanted to see Macy and Aaron, they weren't going to give us that fight. Macy wasn't going to take that fight. And I knew when it came down to another fight announcement, Macy Rose was going to be it. I knew it was going to be it. Macy and Rose, not a bad fight, but I wanted Aaron versus Macy. To me, that would have been the more so legit fight for Macy to make her argument, even surpass Rose and say, okay, can I sneak in and get a title shot? Even though I wouldn't say she deserves over Manon, she could sneak in and get that, right? So, okay, yeah, they already got it on here on Tapology. I guess they made it official because I didn't see Rose or Macy put it up on their card yet, on their IG. But dang, man, so far all they got is so far they already got 3 WMMA fights on this. 2 flyweight fights. No, 3 flyweight fights. Okay, July 13th, y'all see this? Yeah, because Arujo and Jasmine, Luana Santos and Maria Agapova fighting for her career right now. And then you got Rose and Macy, which is supposed to be the main event. Yeah, they already got it listed as the main event. We'll see if they keep it as that. All right, okay. So yeah, you seem to be getting more WMMA fights this coming summer. It's not bad. All levels. I like that. Yeah, but yesterday when I saw Rose and Valentina training together, I said, oh, something about to happen. I think Rose probably got a fight coming up. And I think at this point, Valentina, she's going to go ahead and sign on and fight Grasso. I don't really think it's that much of a big deal. Like, I think Valentina wanted the fight to be somewhere else, but I think Valentina's willing to fight in Sphere. Because, she's already back to training too. Just so y'all know, on the sidebar, Manon, she's training as well. She was like, hey, I stay ready just in case Valentina don't show up. So it's getting interesting. Valentina is ready to go. I see Rose, when they were training together, that was the first thing I said. I bet you they done signed this fight. Yep. And Valentina got some intel on Macy because, Macy's trained, this was ages ago though, right? Macy Barber trained with Valentina a long while back. Some people said it didn't really go that well, but, that was ages ago. So maybe they were just training together to, get together again and sharpen each other up. But ain't that going to be crazy though? Rose and Valentina training together and they'll probably be up in the, they could fight one day. Rose could be trying to see what Valentina's made of at this point. How far off she is, You never know. Rosé Return said, do you watch Combate? Yeah, I do. I cover it over here every now and then when I get a chance. I saw Alejandra Lara get her victory. Shout out to Alejandra Lara. But yeah, I watched Combate. That's where I found out. That's where I've been covering Yasmin Jauregui. That's where she came from. A couple fighters I talked to fight over there. Tina Pettigrew. I like Claire Lopez. She fights over there a lot. What's the one girl's name? K-Rock. I believe her name is Kayla. I think she trains with Kayla Harrison. Yeah, they have some pretty decent fights over there. It's a good little fight card. Good little fight card to, check out on the weekend. Six said, you think Rose going to be training with Trevor anymore? I don't know. I really don't know, man. Oh, yeah, Marisa Sanchez. Marisa Sanchez, she's been kind of a favorite over there. Yeah, I like her as well. Six, I got Rose beating Macy just based on experience. Do you think her experience is enough? I'm going to ask y'all that question in the chat. Do you think Rose's experience is enough to beat Macy Barber? Just clearly off of experience. BJ, look at BJ exaggerate. He said Grasso out here begging for a fight. I know there's people to fight. There's like I said, you ain't gotta beg. If Valentina don't want it, Manon made it clear she'd want to fight next. So yeah. Zama said Macy actually trained with both of them. Oh yeah, I know she trained with both of them. It's been a while ago. Yeah, I remember that because I remember Rose was training with Shevchenko during the Joanna time. During those Joanna fights, and who else trained with Valentina back then besides Macy? There's a couple other fighters too, but yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, going back to that question. Well, yeah, do y'all think her experience is gonna be enough? Running Reed said, I think Macy gonna knock Rose out. The possibility is there. Those natural abilities that she possesses are there. I like the fact that Macy doesn't have that quit in her, and I think that's going to be kind of reminiscent of what Andrade used to bring. The thing is, Macy Barber is getting better as a fighter. Like, she is getting better on the feet, and she's a bigger fighter than Andrade. She ain't somebody that's just going to be stuck on the outside. She can make her way in if she's able to take Rose's power. High Five said Chikagan made Macy look average, especially in striking, maybe because of range disadvantage. But Macy will have no range problem against Rose. Manon made Rose look average. Rose versus Macy's lit. Yeah, this would be a good fight, though. I think Chikagan's length. That's how Chikagan does, though. Chikagan make everybody look average when you try to fight her game. It wasn't till Macy turned it up in the final couple rounds, with the final round and second round, and really started making for a physical fight, which is what you got to do. I think that's what she has to do against Rose. Rose gonna have a little bit more pop and a little bit more, little more footwork savvy going on, but Macy Barber can make her way in and put them combinations together. It's gonna be interesting. Because Rose, again, she's slick on the feet, but Rose can be hit. Mandy Boss landed some good shots on her, so I can see Macy Barber landing a few good shots. It's all in how Rose react, though. So I think if Rose go to the ground, that might be more of her go-to in this fight. How long you want to stand with Macy? I don't know. If you can make her second guess herself on the feet, then yeah, Rose could stay there all day, but might be wiser for Rose to stay on the ground. Yeah, Macy's stronger, but Macy can be put on her back. Rose has got good position. She'll know how to position to keep Macy on her back, possibly. She up in there working Valentina, like I said, getting some of that work in and some pointers, probably stuff they went over before. Paul said I could honestly see Macy taking her first loss by submission in the later round or in the second or third. Macy gets a TKO. Yeah, if anybody gets stopped, I think Macy could get a stoppage. But if anybody gets submitted, I think Rose could submit Macy. 6 said Rose chokes out Macy. Y'all think so, man? Carolina Torres said, anybody can translate that? My That's why I said Macy has a dog in her. She just need to hang with Rose and never play chess game with Rose. Macy can win. Yeah, I think the balance of Macy Barber's, durability, her heart, and that toughness about her that keeps her coming even when she's bleeding. I think that's that toughness that keeps her in a fight and keeps her trying and not just like staying in a fight to survive, but to actually keep on fighting. That really does stand for something, especially when you go in there against a smaller flyweight. I know Rose don't like being called a smaller flyweight, but let's keep it real. She's still a smaller flyweight compared to some of these other girls. These women been in here a long time, but I'm just saying, like, Macy still got that. She still got that train effect about her. She'll just keep coming at you. She would try to find that way to win. She almost brought that shadow boxing back in the last fight, so she better be careful about that, man. All right. But let's see. Early pick did what? Can I put a poll up here? I think I can. Hold on. Can you put a poll up here? I think I can through OBS. Hold on. No, I don't want to do that. I don't really mess with. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Okay, here we go. I know you asked earlier. Early pick. I know you asked earlier, Lolita, so we'll put an early pick for this one. Yeah, I forgot you can do this on OBS. You can't do it on StreamYard. Where is it? Come on. Paul said combo is Macy still gonna bring it in 4 or 5, or we see a slower, more cautious round 1 from Macy this time in a 5-round fight. Oh, do you see the poll? I don't see it. I guess y'all see it, right? Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. I think Macy might start cautious in the first round. I think she's gonna study what Rose is doing, but I can see some moments where she tries. Okay, it's up. I could see some moments where she tries to test Rose early with her chin, test Rose's chin early, land maybe a couple big shots. Try to look for that big shot in the first round. But honestly, I think Macy has to fight with more intensity, because I think Rose, she's got the style to carry a fight 5 rounds. She's been in 5 rounds more, and she'll know how to switch up gears on her and slow it down, tally up some points, maybe steal some rounds with a takedown. Rose is good at stealing rounds with a takedown, so I can see her taking Macy down, maybe surprising her. So I think it's important for Macy maybe to build an early lead first couple rounds. But let's say if Rose survives the third, you're going around 4 and 5. I think Macy would still have enough in her gas tank. I think she still has enough in her gas tank. I think Macy's strong mentally. I think she is strong mentally, and that's what keeps her in a lot of fights. Okay, so yeah, you can see it. Okay, all right. I don't see it on my side. Hold on. Maybe it's on the YouTube chat. Maybe that's where I need to see it. Oh, okay, yeah. I see it. Okay. Yeah, Rose couldn't hurt E-Boss. Yeah, Rose couldn't really hurt E-Boss. Rose more of a point fighter. She's gonna be more of a point fighter. I mean, she can do damage. Like, that's the thing. Like, she ain't gonna be like feather fisted either. I think Rose can do damage, and she still has enough pop to get some damage points in. And put some. Macy Barber. That nose will bleed too. She's another one that bleeds from the nose. When she starts getting cracked up the middle. So I don't think Rose might not knock her out, but she can do some damage. Rose will do some damage in the fight too with them hands. Yes, sir. Rose, let me see. Paul said lots of people here. Yeah. Share it. I'll be on for a few more minutes here. About ready to go eat. Now I'm smelling this food I'm cooking. Rona Reese, I like Tracy Cortez, but I go with Miranda Maverick. I like her too. Yeah, I think I'll go with Miranda. Early look. All right. And let's see. Who's the favorite? I would guess, I haven't looked yet, but I'm gonna assume that Macy might be the favorite since she's won 6 in a row. That just shows you how fire the flyweight division is right now, because you got to fight a lot of fights before you get a title shot. See, a strawweight, you might have to fight 1 or 2, maybe 3 at best. Bantamweight, you don't have that many fighters to run through, right? You don't have that many fighters to run through at bantamweight, like to build up like a 5-6 fight win streak. Here, you got to go through the gauntlet, man. That's what I do like about this one. Okay, so I can only put one up at a time, so I guess I'll take this poll down. What is it, 50-50? Y'all got it at 50-50 here? Robot Chicken said Rose can win by points. I just think at some point Macy will catch her and break her. Midsection is very important, like I would like to see Macy Barber start to work some good midsection punches. Midsection on Rose at this weight is where I think a lot of fighters need to target. Andrade did at the lower weight. I think it's wise for her to go to that midsection. Slow her down. Marcus said Macy struggles with someone who can box and has movement, but on the other hand, Rose has struggled against fighters who are aggressive and who can bring that pressure, right? So it just really makes for interesting, a very, it really, like I said, I think it just comes down to who is going to have them natural abilities that just outweigh the technique at this point. I think that if Macy puts on that pressure, and she doesn't play the point fighting game and doesn't stay on the outside, and she comes in your range, Macy throws nice punches. When Macy has something in front of her, she can connect. She'll connect and turn them over nice. She'll turn over a good right hook. There's power to it. She won't win like the rangy battle, but if she's taking a good shot or two, Macy she'll come in there and work. Dang, man, this fight's 2 months away, man. It's gonna be a good one. Should be good. It ain't Aaron. Though. It ain't Aaron Macy. I know. Which fight did y'all want more? Did y'all want Aaron versus Macy, or did you want Rose versus Macy? All right, hold on. Okay. That ended 50-50. Okay. Oh yeah, hold on. Yeah, that's right. I wanted Aaron Macy more, man. Yeah, Paul said Aaron Macy. 6 said Rose Macy. I'll take it, but I wasn't screaming for it. G. Frank said Aaron versus Macy all day. Mark said Aaron Macy. Yeah. Somebody was definitely going to get choked out, knocked out. That would have been perfect for the 4th of July. That would have been fireworks. Because, you know, them two had beef, too. They had like a subtle beef. You know, Aaron and Macy kind of had that subtle beef where, you know, nobody's going to back down in that fight. I think Macy and Rose has the potential to have at least 1 or 2 slow rounds. Macy and Aaron, I don't think any round's going to be boring in that fight. That sucks. So, yeah, let's talk about that, man. Okay, so if Macy and Rose are going to fight in July, who does Aaron come back against? You know, Aaron's already back to training. You know, Aaron's already getting back in there, getting that work in. Who does that leave Aaron to fight? Natalia Silva? If so, man, I hate to see that for her because I don't know if that's a good fight. I don't know if that's a good fight for her style-wise to come back against, man. 6, I want to see Aaron fight Valentina next after Grasso. You mean if she loses? You said I want to see Aaron fight Valentina if she loses to Grasso. All right, hold on. Aaron is number 3. Natalia Silva is number 8. Chikagan's number 7. Yeah, either one of those names might be good. Chikagan, you know, if Caitlin and Aaron are willing to fight now, because Caitlin did say it's only business, so she said she'd be cool with it. Man, Natalia, that'd probably be a bad style matchup, man. G. Frank said I like Natty, but a lot, but I maintain that Aaron literally removes her head from her shoulders. Ooh, that's a bold call, G. Frank. You think so? You think Aaron removes Natalia Silva's head from her shoulders? I don't know, man. Style-wise, that's gonna be tough, man. Like that movement and that volume. Robot Chicken said Aaron might get smoked. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that movement is too much right now. That movement is too much. I think Aaron's got a really good jab, and I think she has really good forward pressure. But, man, like, Natalia moves even a little bit more than Manon does, and, you know, she will throw a lot of... But, you know, those kicks that she throws too could cost her. Like, Aaron might take her down. Robot said if Manon beats Grasso, she's cleaning the house. Oh, yeah, for sure, man. That'll be eight. That'll be her 8th win in a row. And she'll basically almost defended her title. You know, it's almost like she already defended the flyweight division if she's able to beat Grasso, you know. Marcus said then again that movement from Natalia. Exactly. That movement's going to be problems, man. Like, it ain't even going to have to be just defense alone. Like, you gotta take that footwork away, and you gotta be in Natalia's chest for 3 rounds, man. Like, you got to be in that chest for 3 rounds and take them legs away. Natalia Silva's got powerful legs, man. Like, next to her, Veronica Hardy, you want to talk powerful legs at flyweight, Natalia Silva and Veronica Hardy. Not only in their kicks, but in their movement. They can get on a bike for days the way they move, man. That's why they possessing them legs. Like, you got to take those. Those are Natalia Silva's strongest weapon is her legs. You know, that footwork and that spring into action and throwing them kicks from different angles, and how she's able to push off of when she's on, how she's able to push off on the mat whenever, you know, she's about to get taken down. You know, her legs are very powerful, man. So, yeah, Aaron would have to be ready to shut that down. Viviana Araujo is ranked number. Oh snap! Where is Viviana Araujo? Is she out the rankings? Oh no! Hold on. Oh no! Viviana Araujo is number 10. Viviana Araujo is number 10, and Jasmine is 15. And now, yeah, because Maverick was number 15 last week, and now Jasmine is number 15. They be switching back and forth. Robot said, "Where's Manone's rubies?" I know, man. She already beat some, good legit competition. But I tell you, man, if Manone's able to beat Grasso and defend against Macy or Valentina, yeah, she'll be considered the truth at this next stage of flyweight, man. But, beating Grasso at this point, that holds a lot of weight. Like, especially, if Grasso wins against Valentina again in a convincing manner, and then Manone's able to come up and beat her, that's gonna be legit. And I know Rose gonna be wanting to call for that rematch so bad. Flyweight's just too interesting. Lolita said Natalia Silva versus Barber. I would go with Natalia Silva in that fight. Yeah, I would go with Natalia Silva against Barber. Natalia Silva versus Karine. Maybe Karine. Paul 7-0 beats Grasso. He said chill. Hey, yeah, I can see it. BJ said Grasso's speed and power will defeat Manone most likely. I don't know. This ain't Valentina. You're dealing with a bigger girl, a bigger, stronger fighter. I think it'll be a mix of things. It won't just be speed and power. I think it would have to be her IQ and possibly the ground game as well. Paul, y'all said that about Aaron, and so I ain't look. Hey, there's a high chance here. Grasso's looking good in this fight, but remember, Grasso didn't fully. Grasso finished Valentina first fight, but remember, she still didn't finish her in the second fight, and people still make the argument that I'm one of them, that Valentina did win the second fight. Lolita said, "Did you see Hardy's legs?" Yeah. Hardy and Natalia Silva, there's a lot of power in them legs. The way they move and the way they throw them kicks, they're very strong, very strong from the waist down. Not bottom heavy, but they got very strong foundations. All right, another 50-50. Are y'all serious? Y'all think y'all think Macy, Barber, and Rose is another 50-50 fight? I mean, yeah, it can be, but I'm just saying, I'm surprised it ain't really being like a wash here. Well, that just shows y'all, we got some honest picks here. Nobody's simping out. If everybody's simping out over Rose, it'd be like, 80-20 or 90-10, but it's pretty even. Okay. BJ says she rolled. Yeah, she rolled her. Yeah, she did roll her. I don't see her rolling Manone like that. I think Manone too big for that. Robot said, right, this is Valentina. Manone's extremely smart. Yeah, I think people still underestimate the stand-up game of Manone, but she like to play this game, man, because she's stepping her game up each time with her stand-up. That's why she stood with Chikagan. That's why she stood with Rose. It's getting better. Jennifer Maya, she's been testing her striking on each of these fighters. I mean, and each time it's working. Each time it's been working for her. Jillian Robertson says she never been kicked harder than she was by Hardy. Ooh, really? She rolled all the way to pizza. Oh, wow. 6-7 Manone beats Valentina. Oh man. What was the other one, man? She rolled down the bowling alley. Yeah, I think I sent that to you, right, BJ? Yeah, they had her. They had Valentina rolling down the alley, man. They had her rolling down, knocking down pins, man, until she got a strike. I was like, oh man, y'all, wow. They be making some crazy things. Manone's hit not get his style is working for her. Yeah, the only one thing I'll say in all of Manone's fights, as somebody that's critiquing is keep that hand up, watch out for the head kicks. It's been there every fight. And I don't think Grasso throws a lot of head kicks like that. She could for this fight though if they fight, but I don't think Grasso's really more front foot heavy. So I would see her right hand and right hook being more of a problem. And I see in 6 I see Manona's been studying Inoue too. She been studying Inoue and Tank Davis, so she been studying them hard hitting southpaws. So Inoue quick on his feet. She keeps studying them fighters like that. See, not too many of these other girls. Of course Grasso does. Grasso's a boxer, but not too many of these other fighters have been studying. A lot of these other boxers out there like that. You take them other basic fundamentals, they'll work. Not your basic footwork, but just some of your, hand, some of those little tricky shots, with hands. B just said that was funny. Yeah, man. I was like, dang, man, they did her like that. They do her like that, man. Okay, now y'all got Rose ahead. Okay. Robertson said, yeah, I read that. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Yeah, we got some good fights coming up, though, man. We got a lot of good fights coming up. Alejandro Lara, man. I might start reaching out again and do some interviews here, man. I know Paul would like that. Paul, I used to do interviews over here a lot. Well, since you came here, I haven't. Well, yeah, since I've been seeing you over here, I haven't done any interviews since then. I ain't done any interviews in like 3 years, man. I think I might try to get Jenna Bishop on. I might try to reach out to Shannon Clark. Shannon Clark just got signed for the Dana White's Contender Series. You know about that, right, BJ? Shannon Clark, the girl that had the big bulldog choke, the LFA champion. Another flyweight. Yeah, another flyweight, man. Shannon Clark. I might try to reach out to her. Who else? Yeah, Jenna Bishop, maybe. I've talked to her. Maybe what's her name? Deanna Barbosa. Talk to Deanna Barbosa. Maybe I'll ask her about that Kareem Silva fight and say, you gonna come back and whoop her again. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, those are some fighters I got my eyes on to try to reach out to. Deanna Barbosa, Jenna Bishop, Shannon Clark. Who else? Oh yeah, another girl. What's her name? The young fighter coming up. Another young fighter coming up. I was gonna reach out to. I need to get the other peak flyweight champion on, Natalia Speaks. I interviewed her a little while back. Yeah, you saw. Okay, yeah, you did see her gonna be on the Contender Series. Yeah, I gotta get her. I'm gonna try to get her on before then. Lolita said, Cyber Claus versus that Chase Hooper guy. Oh yeah, Chase Hooper is a good fighter. I like Chase Hooper, man. He said get Aspen Ladd on this week. Oh yeah, she got a fight coming up, right? Might not be able to get her on with the week of the fight, but yeah, she's got a fight coming up, right? Oh yeah, Chanel Dyer. I like to get Chanel Dyer, in the PFL, in the PFL division. Some of the Brazilian fighters, if you want to get them on, you got to get that translator though. You got to get that translator up in there. Oh, okay. BJ said he's got Austin Hubbard coming up soon again. Okay. BJ said he had to take a break. He said had to get that fire back. Yeah, I feel you, man. Sometimes it be like that. Sometimes it be like that. Like I'm probably gonna take a little vacation coming up in June or July over here, just to get away. Sometimes it's hard for me to get away. I don't know why. I'm the opposite, man. I just be up here, when I got the time to talk some junk with y'all, or kick up a conversation. Oh yeah. Carly Judici and Ernesta. Ernesta's tough too, man. Ernesta's tough. That fight between her and Barbosa, I like to see them revisit that one day, man, when they're at the top. Like, if Ernesta or Deanna ever get to the top, one of them fights for the belt, I like to see them get there. I like to see them get there and do that. Yeah, I know BJ was taking him a little break, man. I said, shoot, I might take a little break sometime at some point. Yeah. But sometimes this is a break from other stuff for me, It is a break. I do consider it a break for me because I'm just getting up here talking, And watching fights is a break for me. But, yeah, I won't be on this weekend. I won't be on this weekend to cover these fights. I know there's a few fights. Hold on. Robot Chicken. Oh, hold on. Paul said, oh, yeah, how about this weekend UFC fights? Yeah, you got four. A lot of strawweight fights, too. I'm going to be out of town this weekend. Got some wedding stuff going on. But, yeah, I'm going to try to catch the fights after. Yeah, I'll jump on maybe Sunday. Robot Chicken said combo, no filter, and WMMA Addict are the best three in WMMA. I appreciate that, man. Oh yeah, definitely. I agree with that. BJ always tuning in. Addict always got something good to say. I appreciate him. Oh, Lolita got to work. Yeah, I'll be out of town, so I won't get to call the fights this weekend. So, who we got? Let me see. Barbosa Murphy. All right. Haley Cohen. Yeah. She's out. Vanessa Demopoulos, Emily Ducote, Pietro Rodriguez, and Ariane Carnelossi. 2 strawweight fights, and then you got Luana Pinheiro and Angela Hill, and you got Melissa Gatto and Tamiris Vidal, right? Yeah. Who is everyone's most confident pick this weekend out of all 4? Ooh, okay. I think I'm gonna go with Pietro Rodriguez, and I'm gonna go with Gatto. Demopoulos and Ducote is gonna be a weird one. It's gonna be a good fight, but that one's too hard to pick. And I'll go with Angela Hill. Yeah, I'm confident in Angela Hill winning her fight. Angela Hill's still fighting, boy, to this day, man. She's still in the game. She's still fighting. Yeah, Hill. I'm confident Angela Hill winning this fight. Demopoulos, Ducote, that's gonna be a good fight. I can't say with that one. I think Ducote wins in the striking, but Demopoulos has the ground game. Dang, BJ. Terrence McKinney lost this weekend, man. Yeah, Paul, I'm glad you had a good time at the fight card. It's always good to get some intel and hear how some of these fighters are. I'm glad you got to meet JJ. Um, glad you got to meet Lauren Murphy and T-Rex. Hopefully they come out this way. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat though, man. I appreciate all y'all coming through. I'm about to close this thing out now. It's time to eat. Time to get this food in me. Yeah, about an hour and a half. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we got a lot of fights coming up. You know, we're gonna keep talking till the fights come up. Any questions y'all got, you know, we'll speak on it later throughout the week. Will I sneak on tomorrow? Probably not. BJ said McKinney got smoked. Lolita said Hill is a weeble wob and never goes down. Body's rocking. Yeah, Hill has never been. Yeah, well, she got submitted by Rose, but yeah, Angela Hill got a good chin. She ain't never been finished, even in that Mackenzie Dern fight last year. Yeah, McKinney got a lot of talent, man. Dang, that chin though, man. He's always getting finished. Always getting finished. Robot said, I think Ariane Carlos got the experience over P-Rod. Showed some silly decisions in that G-Rod fight. Yeah, she did. Yeah, I don't know, man. Now you got me looking at Carlosi. Because I thought Sam Hughes beat Pietro Rodriguez too, though. Yeah, I thought she had won that fight too. But all right, y'all. Been a good one. Appreciate y'all coming through. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button on your way out. And yeah, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Okay, got Rose up at 54%. Guess that means we got a good fight coming. I appreciate that low leader with the 10 spot. Always appreciate that. And yeah, see y'all on the next one, guys. Peace.